So here I have a quick job, hopefully. I am planning to change this radiator out because it's got a very low BTU, sort of below 1,000, and change this radiator out for a larger radiator, somewhere in the region of 3,000 BTU, because this room I'm currently in has concrete floor, flat roof ceiling, uninsulated, not very well, 2 little windows, and this radiator really isn't producing enough heat for this room, causing damp up the wall. So the damp, you can't see it that well there, but it gets really bad in winter. So we plan to change a small radiator out for a bigger radiator. I don't want to drain down my system. I'm going to freeze the pipes. You got this pipe kit here, Arctic spray haze. Put the insulated sleeves on, spray the freezing fluid on, cable tie the end so it doesn't run out horizontally, and I've had to shorten this one by about 1 inch so that it will fit here, because this is going to be my freeze point. I'm going to do it in 2 sections, the first one and then the bottom one. I plan to put these full bore 15mm valves in, so that once the radiator is off I can just finish up the radiator at a later date, but at least I've got 2 sealed valves that will be shut with capped off ends for now. So that will be my heating system still running without having to drain it down. I've turned the boiler off. I've wound the RTV valves all the way down to off, this one to off, so that we should get no pressure through, hopefully, providing the valves are shut fully, obviously. And I'm going to freeze the first bottom pipe, which is the feed, and then I'm going to get that valve on. Then I'm going to move this up to the second pipe while it's still cold and freeze the next one so I don't waste freeze fluid. Heating's been off all morning, so the pipe's nice and cold anyway, so I don't want to battle against a hot pipe, and we'll see how this kit works. I'm hoping it doesn't take too long. Following the instructions, heating off, sleeves on, spray the fluid in, wait a little while, but I'll have a look at the manual, see how long I've got to wait. Undo the radiator, check the little valves that nothing's coming through. If there's nothing going to come out of them, then I'll definitely be releasing it off here to put my full bore valves on. So I've put my thermal sleeve on. I've actually put a hole in it just there so I can spray the product in, both end and middles, because they show on the picture a hole in the middle, but it doesn't actually have a hole in the middle. So I've put a hole in the middle after seeing other products with that in. I've just drained the rad. The valves are holding out. There's nothing coming through under pressure, so I haven't dropped my system, which is great. I'll take that one off in a minute, and this rad's just dripping at the moment. So we're getting ready to freeze that bottom one, and then I'll look for a raise in the water level there, in the dome of the water, and if that goes up a little bit, we've probably frozen well, and then I can undo that end. Here we go. It says on the side of this can, pipe size 15mm, half a can of use, hence why I need it for 2 pipes, 3 minutes exposed dose time, pause for 5 minutes, and the ice plug life should last 30 to 35, which is fine if you just want to do a quick repair and you've got 35 minutes to play. But I still haven't had the radiator delivered yet, and I want to hang the radiator independently and then pipe it in, so that hence why I'm putting a couple of valves in down there, so I can just get rid of this old one first. So shorter form, I used about half a can, spraying it in that hole, spraying a bit in the end. There you go, it's frozen it, there's nothing coming out, and we've got a full pressure system there. I've dropped this pipe out, and now I'm going to put my valve back in. So yeah, if you have got 30 minutes working time, you might have time to put a new rad on, put some other bits and pieces in. And that's it really. So I can take that pipe off now. Second pipe out, full can used. And that's achieved what we needed to. Okay, goal achieved. Old radiator gone. Temporary valves, actually permanent valves. I'll just take off the John Guest instant caps and then I'll join on my 2 pipes in and out for the next radiator. But on the whole, that kit works really well, the freeze kit. If you're confident enough to use it, and I'm guessing if you've watched this video, it's because you want to have a go yourself and you just don't want to have your pants pulled down by a plumber. So if you can do it and you've got some tools, the kit works really well. It will certainly freeze the pipes. I just froze them too. They're about 6 inches wide, and I seem to have plenty of play time as well, so luckily. So that's all good, and the next bit will be the radiator on. So after painting the bathroom, hence why I didn't put the radiator on straight away, painted the bathroom, got the rad on, left it empty, obviously with the valves off there, got it plumbed on, chose not to go and buy myself a gas kit and do compression fittings instead. Easy enough. If I was doing a lot more, I'd probably go and buy a 60 quid gas kit and have a actually go at it myself, but that's fine for what it is. Filled up the rad with some heating inhibitor, so I dumped a 1 litre can of that in there. I haven't put inhibitor in my system for ages, so but it has been topped up a few times, so I thought I might as well just put one of them in the top of the rad in there, then seal it, then put the bleed screw bung back in. Then I've charged the system, turned them on, charged it all, let the air out. Now it's nice and warm. So we'll hopefully keep the damp problem down in this room now. So don't forget with plumbing, whether it's plastic, copper, compression fittings, gas welded fittings, heating systems, whether you're topping it up, if you don't know anything about these heating systems or you don't know your own system, I know my own system because I fitted the entire thing in plastic and copper. I didn't fit the gas boiler, but the basics of the plumbing and the pipe work, I've done all of that. But if you're not confident to do it, don't do it. If you're not confident that should it go wrong, what you're going to do and who you're going to call, or where the leaks are, or how things work, or if you haven't got the tools, personally, I wouldn't attempt it. But if you understand your system, then by all means, have a go at it. Stay safe, shut things off, turn things off.